Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where our economy is done. It's just straight up done. Well, it's not done. It's done for our tech level. We're working on Hereditary Rule right now and Armillary Sphere. We don't actually care about either of those, but we're not able to get into the High Medieval era. Like, we're not able to start unlocking the High Medieval era until 1050 AD. That's a while away yet. That's like 38 years still. So we are instead working on doing some expansion. Now we're doing a de jure war for a singular county, and that is this county over here. So we're going to go ahead and raise up our troops. Do we need, how many troops do we actually need? He has like 3,000. Hilarious. We can probably, unless he has allies, get through this just with our men-at-arms. Okay, so we'll raise those on up, and we'll head on in over here. Wonderful. So he's over this way. That's fine. This siege will be done in 45 days. We have 160 mangonels. And that is wonderful. Now, this guy wants to be ransomed. I'm going to decline. I want to check on... Let's see. Okay, I just wanted to double check that all of these were fully maxed out. I knew that they probably were, but I wanted to make sure of that. Okay, so we're going to grab the war goal here, and we'll see what his plan is. Is he going to siege here? That would be weird. He shouldn't. He should not siege here. He could siege up here, I suppose, but that's also a bad idea. If I was him, how would I play this war? Well, I would not want to fight this force, for sure. I don't know. He's kind of just screwed, I think. Sieging is a bad plan, but so's fighting. So what's his goal? Just run at the capital? And hope that we can't get there in time? That might be something that I do. It kind of sounds like me. We want to go up over here. There we go. We have these inspiration projects underway, of course. We've got lots of cash. We are extraordinarily strong economically right now. So we're going to head up over this way. They are sieging very slowly. We just got Hereditary Rule. We honestly don't care about selecting Armillary Sphere, but we also don't care about not selecting Armillary Sphere. Like, this is completely irrelevant, and there's nothing else to get. So it's not completely irrelevant, I suppose, but it's not a priority for us, that's for sure. I mean, it's a nice thing to have, I suppose, but we're not going to have any tech problems. There's no doubt about that. We are well ahead of the curve on tech. To the point where we'll have to stop pretty soon. Now, we could put in our Warren language manual here. That's not bad, I suppose. If only we had a regalia, but we are working on one. So they're sieging very slowly, right? We're just going to siege our way up this way until we can maybe fight them. We are, of course, holding the war goal. There we go. We just got a battle axe that we seized. So is that better than the fine warhammer that we have now? Actually, what is the best weapon that we have here? We've got 2% knight effectiveness, raid speed, and prowess. This is probably not good for us. Prowess only, prowess only. Prowess and 2% knight effectiveness. So this is fundamentally similar to the fine warhammer. The fine sword is probably our best at 3% knight effectiveness. Yeah, that's what we'll wield. Okay, so that sounds good. We don't really care about our personal prowess that much, because we're not going to try to lead the army, if we can at all help it. We can inspire this person to go on an adventure. We may as well. We have so much cash. Go ahead and do it. Western Europe, Persia, Burma, Tibet, or the world is yours. The world is yours, my friend. I don't really care where you go. Completely up to you. So they're going to be done with their siege in 3 months at this time. I'll show him in. He didn't bring gold, but honestly, at this point, I no longer care. So that's completely okay. Now, we got our breach here. We're going to be done with this in 23 days. They are going to be done... Oh, actually, I do want something truly unique. Yeah, that'll be fine. That's for the adventure, not for the regalia. So we'll see what we get. Even if they finish this siege, it's not relevant. So there we go. Melitene is done, and we're going to head up over here. They actually chose not to finish the siege and instead try to run away, but they failed to run away as well. They should have just finished the siege. Like, seriously. Well, that's that war over. Before we go, can we catch this force? Let's hop down over here and see if we can catch these guys. The answer is no. Okay. Well, that's fine. We will just do that. They're not raiding, so it's okay. Now, we of course need to hand out this castle, and we'll grant that out to a noble. Perfect. Okay, we can change this prince's contract. I'm more interested nowadays in feudal levies than I am in feudal taxes. So we'll bump that up. We can demand payment from this princess as well. We may as well. Okay. Sounds good. Now, we need to continue to work up our piety. We got about halfway through Paragon of Virtue there. So, if we wanted to declare a holy war for kingdom, we have to be a Paragon of Virtue. Now, we just fought Persian Assyria, so we could potentially fight the Persian Empire. Do we have de jure claims over here? Well, this duke has claims. It's just a single county. It's quite a bit of prestige. Speaking of prestige, do we want to change anything in our culture? We are stoic. That's actually pretty good. Friendly fatal casualties minus 15% is solid. We're strong believers. We are fervent temple builders. Highland warriors is pretty decent. Hill dwellers, sure. Reverence for veterans and Eastern Roman legacy. I think this is all completely fine. Okay, sounds good. What all do we have for de jure claims? This is just saying that we have CBs. This is not saying that we have de jure CBs. Okay. That's a little bit sad, but we can check like Teutonia over here. Yeah, we have a de jure duchy over here. In fact, we have two. We have Kiev and Yedizen. Okay. I mean, this is a county, not a duchy. We could go for Kiev. That would be fine. We'll declare that. And we are going to go ahead and drop a rally point over here in Corson and raise up our men-at-arms. Do we need more than that? This man has 59 troops. Okay. Well, let's see if we can be more successful than Russia. I'm fairly certain we can. So we're going to raise up our troops. We're going to head in over this way. Excellent. This will be no problem, really. We'll just need to siege down these two locations and then work up our war score, possibly by going to their capital. We're not going to face any real resistance. Like, this guy's in a million wars right now. It's not going to be a problem. Like, there's no resistance going to happen here. So that'll be fine. No problem whatsoever. 5 days left here, and, sure. To the Great Hall. Okay. So, she could successfully avoid any lions. Only a 53% chance of that. 74% chance that she slaughters a charging wild lion. Do it. Hey, she got it. Fantastic. So, 4 days left in this siege. Oof, this is not very good outcome, but okay. He found poor wood. Yeah, I'm not shocked by that. So we're going to head up over this way and get this siege done. Wonderful. So, I mean, like I said, we're not going to see any real resistance here. Like, even if we did, we'd be able to sweep it aside. We have 35,000 troops. Like, this is so much more than everyone else. Hey, Egypt is back. Hi, Egypt. You've got 3,000 troops. Good job, Egypt. But you see this disparity? This is what happens when you spend 100 years working on your duchies like this. We are so ludicrously powerful right now because we have 2 optimal duchies. We'll need to get this castle over here before we have a full occupation over here, of course. And that'll be no problem whatsoever. And then we're just going to siege our way down to their capital. Teutonia's capital is a little awkward to get to, but it's not too bad. We'll have to go around this way through Lviv, but that's okay. No problem whatsoever. Good odds there. Yeah, Adventure Inspiration gains 1 progress. Okay, sounds good. We finish up our siege there. We now have the war goal under our control. So ticking war score will start to come in. We're at 19%, and we're just going to siege here, here, here. Will that get us what we need? Hey, look, resistance. It's not much resistance, but it's resistance. And they're not coming our way, and they're retreating. So, yeah, that's not going to be a problem. This isn't really representative of a how to invade this region. At all. We're just kind of steamrolling it. And also, turns out military tactics are somewhat different these days. I know that's shocking. Like, there's not many modern armies that run around with mangonels. I've heard. Although that would be funny. That would be funny. We're going to get this siege finished up here in just a month here, and they're going to finish out the Teutonic capital over here, but we're going to grab that pretty soon. What is this? Peasant rabble? I really don't care. Peasant rabble is the least relevant thing What are you doing? What are you doing? Are they actually hostile? Oh, okay. They're not hostile to each other. Okay. I was going to be like, that is the most insane movement I've ever seen, but no. They're just not hostile. Okay. That's fine. So they're going to siege over here. There's 4 months on that. That's sieging somewhat quickly. So what we're going to do is we're going to send our cataphracts and our armored footmen over there to go deal with that. These guys will continue their siege just with the bowmen and the knights. Actually, we can send the knights over. Just the bowmen and the mangonels can siege over here, and then these guys can head on over. So I don't want to personally lead this. We'll have this guy lead it. There we go. So we can extort our subjects, and we may as well. I mean, we have so much money, but we may as well. We're going to head on over here, deal with this force. It's probably going to get stack wiped here, right? Like, we expect that to be a stack wipe? I feel like we expect a stack wipe there. A plush and exotic carpet from this person, our rival. They are definitely attempting to kill us. There's no doubt about it. We're going to get rid of it. We're going to take gold. We're going to be extra vigilant. And that'll be fine. We can actually put a cabinet over here. Cool. So, of course, that gets stack wiped, and we are now done with this war. So we will enforce our demands and disband our troops. Cool. How are we doing on our troop reinforcement? We're very close to maxed. We'll just need 1 month tick here. So that'll be fine. We'll let it go forward, but we are also interested. Yeah, this is all fine. We are also interested in doing more de jure claims, like this one. Yes. This is a solid de jure claim here. Extraordinarily solid. I like it. We're going to do that. We're mostly focused on cleaning up de jure claims right now. We will, of course, reach a point where we don't have any more de jure claims, but there we go. We're going to do that, and we're going to go ahead and drop our rally point somewhere over here, I think. How many troops are we going to need? This is enough. Cool. A gaudy tiger ring artifact, huh? Well, it's a regalia, right? So, sure. A particularly tasteless gift. Have you ever seen anything so garish? It's a trinket, actually. It's not a regalia. even though that's a ring icon. It's a trinket. We have solid trinkets. Well, not solid necessarily. We have acceptable trinkets. We'll get rid of this one. Okay. I'm going to raise up a few extra troops here. Mostly because I want the archers for fighting this force. And we're going to grab Avaricious, although there's really no point in remaining here. We could head down the Administrator tree. We really don't need Avaricious. I guess I'll grab it, and then we'll head down Administrator. That'll be fine. So these 1,000 troops will be good to go. And then we're going to actually group all of these together, and... What? No. I didn't want to split in half. I just wanted to split off a new army. We're going to move our mangonels and our levy troops down over this way to start sieging. I sure wish we had a siege commander. Sadly, that's not a thing that we have right now. So we're just going to put this guy in charge. And we're going to head up over here and see if we can catch their force. And it looks like we do. So this should be pretty free. Like, they're going to get absolutely wrecked by our men-at-arms here. There's no way around it. We just got Armillary Sphere, so we now have every tech that is currently available. We cannot start unlocking the High Medieval tech for a long time. So no more tech is necessary. We stack wiped his army there. He's still got 2,600 troops. Interesting. He didn't raise all of his levies. But that's okay. We're going to start a slow siege on their capital while we fast siege the war goal here. Is this all tribal? Yes, it is. So because of this crossing here, we should actually siege here. I mean, I don't think I really care about this. Spend 10 court grandeur for a slightly higher quality artifact. Either way, I don't think I really care. Well, this would end the inspiration. So we have to spend the 10 court grandeur if we want the artifact. So let's see what we get. We'll spend the 10 court grandeur. I guess that's fine. Sure, we'll lead the investigation ourselves because we might gain a stewardship lifestyle perk. That would be pretty neat. So the capital fort here is going to be done in 9 months, the siege, and that's going to be a while yet. That's expected though, that's a slow siege, and we're going to make our way over here. We'll arrive there soon enough. So we could confront the Barony's tax collector, and that's what we're going to do. I don't care about the cash. Like, we have so much money. It's ridiculous. We're going to never have money problems ever again. That's pretty clear at this point. So we could imprison the tax collector. Or we could kill him. We'll imprison him. We'll see what happens. So we're at 83% war score already. That's kind of ridiculous, actually. We got 149 additional gold. We really don't need it, but we'll just put it over here with the rest of the gold. Hey, a stewardship lifestyle perk. Fantastic. We're going to grab meritocracy. Even though it doesn't do anything for us, it unlocks further things. The County of Hake will get successful business endeavors, potentially. Do it. Yeah, excellent. So that'll be some development growth. We should check in on our development over here. So if we look at our development in our capital, it's not growing, but that's okay. Our siege has won, and we will enforce those demands. Disband those troops. And this all moves into this kingdom. Perfect. So Ryazan. Do we have any de jure here? No. Mordvinia. No de jure there. Caspian Steppe. No. Volga Bulgaria. Every time I see Volga Bulgaria, I want to call it Volga Bargaria, and I don't know why. That happened in the Mongol game too. It's very strange. I can't explain it. But Perm here, we've got no de jure claims. This Khan, we actually do have de jure claims on this principality. That's really only a county claim, and so we'll go ahead and press that. Now, I don't think we're going to need more than our men-at-arms, but we can check. Yeah, this will be fine. Excellent. So up we go. And, I mean, our development has kind of stalled out. Because we're basically capped, development-wise. So, I mean, at this point, economically, the only thing that we can do is get into the High Medieval era, economically. Or, I mean, expand. That would help us economically as well. But 500 gold for Welsh mail? No thanks. We are doing fine with our Armenian Laminar armor. That'll be fine. We could also put on Chuvash if we wanted to. It's literally the same thing, except less prowess. So, no. We're going to pass on that. We do need, like, regalia. And our peasants are rebelling. That's okay. They can do that. We're going to raise up a few levy troops to deal with them. And right here is fine. Yeah, you don't want to walk in here, bud. Just saying. We're going to go up and eliminate these peasants. No problem whatsoever. There we go. And how are things going up here? The siege is nearly completed. We are going to split off our mangonels and our bowmen, and these guys, they're going to head down over here. We'd like to cut off this force. We actually don't quite have enough up here to siege anymore, so we're going to need to raise a couple of levy troops, and we'll raise up about 1,000. That'll do. They're going to walk up here. And these guys are going to turn around. Actually, he called in allies, didn't he? Yes, he did. Okay. We're going to raise up a few additional levy troops over here. These guys are going to go away. They'll only take 46 days to return home. And for now, we're going to move these guys up to here. I would like to split off the archers here and have them come on down over here. Okay. Interesting. Why did he turn around? He was in a good position there, actually. He had numbers on us. And this is more than enough. He had numbers on us. And he was threatening our force up here that was sieging. So he could tie up this force, stack wipe our siege force. But he decided to turn around instead. Fascinating. I don't know what would have caused him to do that. I mean, sure, we have a large amount of levy troops behind this. But we didn't when he decided to do that. I don't know. That's a strange choice. As far as I'm concerned, that's a baffling choice. So we're going to finish up our siege up here. What is this? Oh, okay, 30 opinion. Sounds good. We're going to finish up our siege up here, and I would absolutely love to get a siege commander in there. There is not one. We got a turquoise throne. Wow. That's actually really, really, really good. Diplomacy and stewardship per level of fame, 5% monthly renown, 0.05 development growth in the realm capital, and 6 court grandeur. Well, I'm glad we allowed her farmer to move in with us. That is amazing. Okay, so we need to equip that immediately. How do we equip a throne? Ah, just like so. Perfect. Magnificent. So we now have the turquoise throne. Wonderful. So we don't obviously need this many troops over here. They're going to take some pretty heavy attrition. And we're going to move our more expensive troops out of there for sure. We're going to go down to something around here. I mean, we're still going to take attrition. But that's going to be a lot better. Of course, this peasant uprising is over. And that's fine. And we've got this war well under control. Like, we're not going to have a problem with this war. Our grandeur rank has moved up to rank 9. So that's great. We are, of course, maxing out our grandeur. So that's wonderful. We're currently 3rd in the world. Behind this guy and this guy. Not bad. Not bad. And we're going to continue to head on up. So that's great. It is, however, about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to finish off this war. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.